Howdy Internet, how are you doing? Welcome for some nice easy geosketching today. We're going to jump in and we're going to try what Reuben Mitchell here is claiming to be the easiest map here. And hopefully we're going to roll our dice and get a nice time. If you've watched the previous two episodes, you'll know that I've been running on 1 minute madness at the moment. So let's hope we don't get another 1 minute. But I'm hoping that with the easiest map here, I have a clue of getting quite a good score. I've got good confidence in this map. It's had 0 plays so far since its existence. It only came into existence earlier today. So, let's hit play. Let's hit challenge, because there will be a link down below. That just rolled my favourite number, a 0. It's going to give us a full 10 minutes of playtime per round. So we can put this nice little, away from the 1 minute timer, which gave us very little time to draw and see what it was that we were doing. And we can go all the way up to the luxurious point of 10 minutes. We're not going to let people move. There will be a challenge link so you can play along down below. We're going to hit invite. We're going to copy this link. We're going to first open up a tab over here so that I can paste it into something so I don't lose it and have to type it out from the video like I've had to do recently. But here we go. So this is going to be split into a few bits probably. If I remember to hit stop record. Either that or we're going to end up with one long video. Let's find out together right now as we jump into the easiest map here. This was meant to be an easy map? Okay. This is looking like a lake somewhere, or the sea. Somewhere abandoned. Have we got any clues of where we might be? Not really. Okay. We need to find a scene to draw. And I mean, we've got 10 minutes. And I'm seeing a big sunset. And people, you know, if you're on my Discord, which there should be a link to in the description down below, you'll know I'm a big fan of sunsets. We have a thing on there where we share our sunsets from around the world. So different people from around the world, and you can get involved if you wish. Share their sunsets each day. Not every day, but just when they're good, when they're worth sharing. And it means you get to see the sun from places you wouldn't normally get to see it. And you get to share from places that you wouldn't know, share for other people, places that they wouldn't normally get to see. And it's just something that's kind of grown on the Discord chat. So if you want to get involved with that, find the link down below and get involved. It's as simple as that. So we are going to build up our blocks here. What I want to really do here is clean this up, because it wants to be kind of thin and long, doesn't it? Something like that, because we've got this big panorama, and then if I'm clever, what I'll do is I'll give myself a limit box. So that means I can be a little bit freer with my painting. And then we need to think about our horizon line. So let's grab our tool. This is looking a little bit too high still. And then we need to bring in a slightly darker blue, just to go up to that horizon line, which is going to be just about there. So what you're doing is you're kind of blocking out those different bits of the image here. And then we can think about our next step, which is going to be the dark areas on beach. Which is going to be opacity down. And we can just start adding. I mean, what I might want to do is I might want to unorganic this line here. Actually, it's a little bit too straight for my liking. And that's not quite straight enough. It's a natural boundary, so it's not going to be perfect. And so we can't depict it as such, can we? And there we go. And we can start adding in little hints. Little hints going across like this. So I'm looking at the image, I'm looking at my reference, and I'm thinking, where do I need to darken? And so there's some bits over here. And if we just darken it up to the shoreline where the water's going to get, where the sand is going to get waterlogged and become darker, we can just slowly start building up. I want to exit out of smooth. It's better. Then we can just bring it a little bit darker and just give a few hints of these nice long little tracks that are coming across. Kind of looks like where this quad bike has been zipping up and down. And then we can start thinking about our next section. Get rid of that. And then we can start thinking about our sea. So we're going to take this colour, we're going to take this colour, and then we're going to start adding in our highlights into the ocean. So we can see that our sun's going to be over here, so this bit is going to be a little bit brighter. And we can work this down to the shoreline. Just start thinking about how we're going to depict all the textures and all the colours that we've got. We've got 5 minutes remaining, so it's not actually... I need to get a crack on with this, don't I? I was thinking, oh, I've got plenty of time, 10 minutes, but that's just because I've been doing 1 minute challenges in my previous recording session just now. And so we can just keep working this along. We definitely don't want to mess up the organicness, the inorganicness rather. I suppose it still is organic, it's technically natural, isn't it? The straightness of our skyline there, and then we're going to want to bring in a sort of, maybe a slightly grayer, yeah, to get in this big bank of cloud here on the horizon. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit myself to that horizon, or near enough. There we go. And that's going to make this bit a lot easier, because then I can be a little bit sloppy over this edge, and it's going to be a little bit more forgiving for me. We want to start off with just this colour. We don't want to introduce the two darks yet. And this is kind of coming across fairly straight. We've got lots of little bits that are just kind of peeking along. And it's lifting up at this end. We can get that in a bit more like that, perhaps. I mean, we're going to come back and get that lovely orangey colour in anyway, so that's not the end of the world if we're a bit slap dab here, isn't it, really, thinking about it. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to come back with a nice sunsetty orange, something like this perhaps. I'm going to start by reducing that opacity a little bit. So we're going to pop in just a little bit of this, spreading out from here, and then we're going to get lighter and we're going to get brighter as we spread across. So we're just getting hints of this colour right across this area here. Beautiful kind of sunsetty, reddy, orange colours, all lovely, kind of twisting up onto these clouds that are up here, and these wispy bits that are just flying along these clouds over here. Then what we're going to need is a really, really white bit, and we're going to work this in. We're going to work it. We're going to turn up our opacity a little bit. It's not quite white, is it? It's more of a very, very pale, very strong yellow. So we're going to bring our opacity down, and we're going to give that kind of halo effect, which is then going to get, it's going to get covered. So it's not the, it's not the be all or end all. I know what you're thinking. You think that's a bit bold, but bear with. 2 minutes remaining. Crikey, maybe don't bear with quite that long. Right, then we can come back to this. We're going to come back to this, and then we can put in these little bits of cloud in front of all this, which is just going to bring it to life. Crikey, where did that time go? And I need to work out where we are. This is reminding me of... I have no idea. This was meant to be an easy round. I thought, oh, I'll finish off my evening with a nice, easy round here. But no, it's throwing confusion at me. Cheers, game. Cheers, internet. Oh well. The show must go on, as they always say. Try and get a little bit of darkness. No, too much darkness. Just a little hint of it going into this bit over here. Right, we've got 1 minute remaining. I'm not quite happy with those clouds, so we're going to have to keep working. I want this to kind of... There we go. It's that kind of wispiness that we're looking for. Just like that. Just knocking that back a bit. And maybe an even brighter blue just to add in a few highlights. Or are we just getting to the point now where we're just panicking? It might be that point where we're just panicking. We got ourselves a sunset at least. 20 seconds remaining. This is reminding me of on the long way round. A long time ago. Was it in Kazakhstan where they went to the edge of a lake? A big lake? I don't know why it's making me think of that. It was somewhere on their way across. And we were miles away. Miles away. That was meant to be an easy round. And where were we? Shaktulek. That, the maker of this map, that is not an easy round. At least not in my books. But we've got a little 10-minute study of the sunset, which isn't too bad. Which isn't too bad at all. I'm going to split this into 5 little videos, I think. Maybe not. We're going to do another round now, and then we're going to split it. 3 videos. So let's go into round 2. Farmland. I think someone's pulling our leg here. Oh yeah, this is the easiest round ever. Yeah, if you know where you are. Oh, now this is really confusing. We've got palm trees in the middle of what looks like fields. Can we see any clues? Are they like wicker huts? Or craters? Or... I have no idea. But what we do have is this delightful frame. So we're going to go for a little bit of a different style, a little bit of a cartoony style. And we're going to draw ourselves this little frame lost out here in the wilderness. It's like it's been completely abandoned. So, sky. Sort of land? Question mark? Sand? Land? I don't know. I can't tell. And then a slightly darker area. Perhaps no. It's kind of just more sandy. More of a sandy colour. A lighter area perhaps, yes. Followed by green here at the bottom. That'll do as a starting point. And then we can bring in this and down a little bit and just get a little bit of a hint that there's these kind of bushes and things. This isn't a defined edge. And what we're going to do is just going to pop that along there and then bring this up so it's like a bit more of a raised bit here. Bring a little bit of life into it. And then we're going to bring in a new layer. We're going to try and be good. And we're going to try and use layers correctly. Something I am notoriously bad at. Then we can get in our little frame. It's a very odd scene. Just this little frame house. Some remnants of something. So we can bring this in as well. But it is just this remnant of there was once something here. And we can go along this middle. Hands are shaky this evening. I think it's the madness of recording the 2-minute sessions recently, which you'll find in the back catalogue of this channel, if you want to go searching for them, that is. They were a bit more high octane, less relaxing than the current watching. I had an image in my head for this, and it's not coming to fruition. But we shall endeavour on. All we can do is keep drawing. We don't have time to think about starting to draw again. We've got this little house going on. Is it a greenhouse, perhaps? A house? I don't know. It's obviously something at some time, and important enough to erect in this arid place, so I'm guessing it might have been a greenhouse. I still have no idea as to whereabouts we are in the world. I'm racking my brain as I'm drawing, as I'm working away. I'm thinking, where could it be? Where could I be? Am I missing something important? I don't know if I am. I don't know if there is anything too important to miss. Oh, this is terrible. This is possibly one of the worst GeoSketchrs yet. Come on, watch me badly draw a frame. We're going to thicken this up, and we're going to... I didn't like how it was going without it being thick, but that's sometimes you've just got to iterate and innovate as you make, haven't you? You've got to let it just happen. Part of the challenge here is very much just actually sitting down and making something. And that's part of the reason I do these things, as well as having great fun engaging with the community that seems to be building up around things that I create online, which I'm very grateful for. You can find that over on the Discord. You can find it over on my Twitch channel, where every Sunday we come together and we do a community drawing session. It's kind of like what you're seeing now, except on a piece of software that allows lots of us to draw at once. Anyone's welcome at any time. You can just drop in just for a chat, just to say hello, or you can drop in to do some drawing with us. Can you come and do better drawings than me? I don't know. Maybe you can. But that's fine, because we're there just to encourage each other to make things, create things, and have a good time doing it. So we've got this little bit over here. We can give a little hint of some darker areas down here. We're going to give it a little bit of a hope of, we could maybe, if I bring this layer, we could maybe bring this so it actually has bottoms in the right place, I guess. So this is a bit further back. That's looking a bit better already. And we can bring this back. And we can come back to this colour. And then we can come back to our background. And then we can come back to this colour. So we're just trying to add up layers and layers and layers here. Still very much a novice digital painter. Someone that's just exploring the ideas. Maybe I'll share what I'm learning as I'm going along. If people are interested, I can do some little what I've learned this week videos or something like that. The answer is normally that I suck at digital painting. Sometimes I do things I liked. But if you're interested in seeing the things that I do other than geosketching, you can go find me as ArtisanBinks over on Instagram, Twitter, and all good social media platforms that I'm on. I may not be on the ones that you're on, who knows? But come say hi. Come show me some of your GeoSketchrs if you've played along. That'd be swell indeed. Right, just coming along. Adding in. Oh, we've only got 2 minutes left. That's the thing. Is 10 minutes feels like ages. On the Sunday sessions when we live stream this geosketching, we can spend hours on just a single round. If it's worth exploring. So if you're intrigued to see what's going to happen if you've got multiple artists and lots of time, it's fascinating watching artwork come to life before your eyes, watching things being created, watching how different artists go about things in different ways. And it's a really nice little community of illustrators, artists, sculptors, engineers, writers, programmers, all sorts of different people coming along. And we get people coming along as regulars, which is nice too. But I'm currently panicking because I have no idea what I'm going to guess for this. This was meant to be a nice easy wind down, but it is not. I really like that first colour that came out. That's what I think. That's a really nice little colour. So we can get a little hint of the clouds coming across. Maybe we just simply do that. Yeah. We do just do that. And then we can grab this and we can put in some of the highlights. It's 1 minute 16 left. So I don't know where I'm thinking for this. Where could it be that's easy? That's got palm trees? Like, this was meant to be an easiest map here, and unless there's something I'm missing, none of these have been easy so far. I'm thinking it could be like Joshua Tree, Arizona, sort of Mojave Joshua Tree, somewhere sort of this way. We're going to make a guess, but we're going to leave this drawing now, which hasn't turned out too terrible. I'm not particularly happy with it, but it's done. How did that pin come along? Oh, there we go. So, we're going to go there, we're going to go. Nope, we were all the way crossing the Sudan. Was that obvious? Am I being an idiot? Did I miss a massive clue? Either way, it doesn't feel like an easy map at all. I feel like we have been lied to. I feel like I have been deceived. Either way, this is going to be the end of this episode, part of the episode. I'm going to go grab a drink and I'm going to come back for the next bit. So stay tuned till, if it's a Thursday when this is released, wait till Sunday. If it's a Sunday, wait till Thursday. Twice a week, every week, GeoSketchr coming live here on YouTube for some nice relaxing time, making art and having a nice chat. I'll see you next time for some more GeoSketching.